Oxidation is not a flavor, it's a process. Whatever oxygen gets picked up in packaging, it's going to accelerate the prevalence of the degradation compounds that are already present in your beer. So I like to think about oxygen as kind of like this triangle, this delta that we're just trying to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Degradation is inevitable, right? No beer is going to stay perfectly brewery fresh ad infinitum, right? It's going to go downhill in some way at some point. And as a brewer, there's two pieces of this, right? The oxygen that you're picking up is going to accelerate that, and then what those precursor compounds are that you have in that beer to begin with. And so I think that when we're talking about troubleshooting packaging lines, one thing that you have to think about too is what are all those precursor compounds that we may or may not have in the beer. Some of those may be raw materials driven, some of those may be process driven. If you have an excess heat load, for example, you may see a particular degradation flavor that's different than if you simply have lower quality hop lot or a older malt lot where you might get some sort of metallic notes. Having a vocabulary around oxidation that's not simply calling it oxidation, a vocabulary around degradation that's not just referring to everything as oxidation, I think becomes a good way to start thinking about what are the precursor compounds that our beers are prone to.